It has been said that our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. At the start of 2021, India was celebrating the end of the first wave of the COVID-19 pandemic, and growth came back with a bang.
India is fighting this battle against coronavirus infection, especially during the second COVID-19.
But 45 days later, the second devastating wave of COVID-19 began, hitting India harder than any other country in the world. The response this time was localized lockdowns and restrictions that have helped bring the daily addition in cases back under control. With the RBI saying that the macroeconomic costs of the second wave may be limited only to the first quarter, or till July at the most, the time has come to focus on the future and ask what needs to be done to get the economy back on its feet. After all, India has done this before. After the first wave, ET Now focused on the demand momentum that was gathering pace through the India Revival mission. It's now time to reboot India's growth engines and recover lost ground. Unlike last time, the second wave hasn't had a broad-based impact. Sectors like pharma and IT continue to thrive, while others like auto, real estate, consumer durables and electronics are anticipating pent-up demand. The banking sector too is better positioned than before to manage stress, according to the central bank. But we're faced with a dilemma. Striking a balance between lives and livelihoods has never been more important. The unanimous view is that the pace of vaccination is key to ensure that stepping out becomes safe again.
My personal view is this time our opening up has to be very calibrated based on expert advice and specifically focused on our capacity to handle COVID, both in terms of oxygen, hospital beds and medication. Therefore, this 3 or 4 months is crucial in getting the balance between lives and livelihoods.
The second wave comes with different challenges. This time around, states and union territories have taken their own calls on the degree and duration of lockdowns. Secondly, each region is witnessing a spike in cases at different times. So what should India's unlock strategy be?
If we find cases are increasing in a particular area, the positivity rate again goes up significantly, or the number of cases being admitted goes up significantly, we again have a clamp down in that area. This is something that has been propagated for a long time, known as the so-called hammer and dance theory.
Individuals and MSMEs have been the worst hit since the beginning of the pandemic. Job losses, pay cuts and a complete shutdown of business has caused devastation across the contact-intensive service sectors like tourism and hospitality. What's more, input cost pressures continue to build for manufacturers. And that's why many feel that only pushing for a demand revival may not be enough this time around.
The important bit is that despite working our best to ensure there is no third wave, we should be absolutely well prepared that in case the third wave happens, we're not caught on the wrong foot.
Unless people are vaccinated, any attempt to revive the economy, bring back normalcy and get people to go about their lives is going to be, runs the risk of being interrupted and stopped in its tracks. We need to first make sure that there is a smooth channel of vaccine procurement and there are not too many frictions in that. We need to sign contracts with vaccine manufacturers, incentivize them.
But there is no doubt that India is once again on the cusp of a return to growth. The question is how to leverage our learnings from the past year to ensure that the return to normalcy is even faster. The question is, how can we reboot India's economy? ET Now brings you a special series on rebooting the economy. Key policymakers, heavyweights from India Inc. and thought leaders, speaking about the most important issues, sharing their insights and analysis. As part of ET Now Reboot India, together we can rise again.